consonant, please.
L.
And another one.
T.
And another.
R.
And a vowel, please.
A.
And another one.
E.
And a third.
I.
And a consonant, please.
L.
And another one.
D.
And a vowel, please.
That, Mike, is O.
Thank you. Counting down. Right, Mike.
8.
Oh, 8. Joyce.
6.
Okay. What's the 6, Joyce?
Retail.
Retail, yes. We had something similar yesterday. We had retailed yesterday, but here's retail. Now an 8.
Idolater.
Idolater. I do believe it. Idolater.
Well, that was our 8, I think, wasn't it?
Very good. Yeah.
Yes, I think that's... Can't beat that one.
Yeah. I'm just fiddling around with tailored, I think, actually. Could you have got tailored, I think, out of that?
Taylor.
Tailored there is there for 8 as well?
Yes.
Yes.
Now then, Joyce. Yes, your numbers. You can choose anything you want.
Joyce's choice.
Yes, I'll have 1, 2, 1, 2, please.
Is that Whitehall, is it?
That is correct.
1, 2. 1 and 2. Thank you, Joyce. This is what you have. 2 and 4, 7 and 1, another 7, and 50 from the top row, bad selection, at all, with a target of 725.
OK, 725, here we go. Well, 725 we're looking at, Joyce.
727.
Oh, 2 away, Mike.
725.
Right. 725, he says. Let's have a go. Carol and Joyce. Carol and Mike.
50 divided by 2 is 25.
Where did we get him from, Mike? Maybe it's on your record. 25.
7 by 4 is 28.
It is, yeah.
Plus 1
Plus
is
1,
29.
29. 29 multiplied by
Yeah.
25, 725.
Very good. All right. Excellent. Just thinking, Carol, when you said what 1, 2, 1, 2, and you said Whitehall 1, 2. Some of our more mature contestants do say Whitehall 1, 2 because they remember the old Scotland Yard number, don't they? Whitehall.
Is that what it was?
Oh, don't you know?
No, I didn't know it was Scotland Yard.
Oh, yes, didn't you know all these years when people say Whitehall 1, 2,
No.
1, 2? Oh, didn't you know?
Scotland Yard, no.
I thought, yeah, that's interesting, because
No.
I'm thinking, no, it's Whitehall 1, 2 was the phone
It was
number
the
of
old
Scotland
Yard.
Wasn't it, Joyce?
Yes,
yes,
that's why I
Whitehall
did
1, 2. The old Scotland Yard, yes.
Because New Scotland Yard isn't in Whitehall, is it?
No, well, no, it's not. It's sort of in Victoria area, isn't it? Anyway, this is 1 to you now for Thelma, please.
Oh, over to me. Right. Well, I've been talking about poems about gardening, but I was in the garden one day and I noticed a little bat crawling along the soil. Now, I know that's not where bats are supposed to be, so I picked him up and tried to put him in some thick ivy away from predators, but he didn't want to go. He wanted to stay on my hand. So I went round to a neighbour to get advice. She immediately got on her bike, went down to the village, someone who had a computer, came back with reams and reams of information about bats. I didn't know there was so much to know about them, which led me to getting in touch with the Bat Conservation Trust, I think it's called. And this gentleman there put me in touch with someone who lived about 25 miles away and said, this lady will ring you up, which she did, give me advice, and said she'd be around the next day to pick up the bat. She'd have a little cage with a perch on it, and he could travel back to her house and then on to her sister's, another 20 miles, where he would be looked after very well. Meantime, I had to look after the bat. So all I had to do was to keep him warm until dusk, and then go out in the garden with the bat on my hand, and hopefully he would fly away. Now, he obviously had an injury to, well, what seemed to be his elbow, but I think it's the first joint of the wing. And he just lay in my hand, and he didn't take off. And I stood there until I was feeling a bit chilly, and I thought, well, if I'm chilly and the bat needs to be warm, he's chilly too, I'll take him inside. So back in his box, into the airing cupboard, a little bit more water, and off to sleep. And the next morning, the first thing I did, of course, was go to look at this injured bat. And he was sort of looking very still, very dead, in a corner of the box. And I felt such a failure. But at least I'd tried. By heck, I'd tried. And I thought, isn't it wonderful that this whole network goes into operation when you find a tiny injured creature in the garden? And they were most grateful at the Conservation Trust for bats, because they said most people are frightened of bats, and they don't even try to do anything about them if they find an injured one. So I was really pleased that at least I'd tried. I had failed and he had died, but, well, that's life.
Tell me, Barlow, Batswoman. No, actually, this one, in fact, this tea temperature, well, it's quite opposite, because the base word is pet room. Pet room, you're going to see the word pet room, and, well, if you get it, you'll go to the top of the league, I reckon.
Countdown, sponsored by Kellogg's All Brand. Problem solved.
Did you get it? Pet room promotes. Yes, promote. So, so who's going up in the world? Well, it's 12 for Joyce, and on the up here is Mike Brown, but remember, both of you, the only way is up, so let's see who progresses here now. Mike, round number 6, it's your letters.
Consonant, please.
G.
And another one.
V.
And a third.
M.
Vowel, please.
E.
And another one.
A.
And another one.
O.
And a consonant, please.
S.
And another one.
B.
And a consonant, please.
And Mike, that is P.
Okay.
OK, let's start the clock, please. Yeah, what do you say, Mike?
6.
You're saying a 6. Good. Joyce?
5.
Yeah, what's the 5, Joyce?
Vamps.
Yeah, vamps. No, 6.
Omegas.
Omegas. Yeah, I
Yes,
suppose, yes.
you can pluralise Greek letters.
You
That's
can, like,
perfectly
you know,
fine.
P's and T's and W's. Omegas.
Omegas.
That's good for 6, because I think, what have you got?
5s.
5s. Yeah, well done for omegas.
Well done.
Good. The beginning and the end are for an omega. The end. Well, this is not the end for you, Mike, because we're still ploughing on, but Joyce is going to choose these.
Consonant, please, Carol.
Thank you, Joyce. R.
And another,
N.
and another,
T.
and another,
W.
and a vowel, please.
U.
And another,
I.
and another,
I.
and another,
E.
and a consonant to finish, please.
And Y.
almost a vowel, isn't it, the Y, in some cases? Right. Well, good luck.